While headlines focus on missiles, hostages, and declarations of retaliation between Israel and Iran, few pause to examine the hidden gears turning beneath the surface. What if this war isn't just the product of national interests, religious conflicts, or oil? What if it's a meticulously choreographed ritual, controlled by ancient forces who've never stood for a single nation, but instead for domination through chaos? Since the dawn of history, shadowy hands have guided kings, incited revolutions, and sacrificed thousands, all in the name of unseen empires. Could the current Iran-Israel tensions be just another chapter in a script written long before the nations themselves existed? In this exposé, we peel back the layers of deception and step into the world of secret societies, spiritual manipulation, ritual warfare, and global control. On the surface, the Iran-Israel conflict is geopolitical. Iran, a Shia Islamic theocracy, aims to expand its influence through proxies and ideology. Israel, a Jewish democratic state, sees Iran as an existential threat due to its nuclear ambitions and support for anti-Israel groups. But consider this: decades of hostility have only solidified each side's power at home. The conflict fuels nationalism, military funding, and foreign aid. In this public script, both nations appear locked in eternal opposition. Yet, like actors on a stage, their moves may be orchestrated by directors hidden in the shadows. Modern Zionism, especially its religious factions, views the restoration of the Temple in Jerusalem as a divine mission. The Third Temple is tied to messianic prophecies, and its construction is seen by some as a necessary step to bring about the end times. However, these prophecies aren't exclusive to Judaism. Some Christian evangelicals and Islamic scholars also anticipate apocalyptic events centered on Jerusalem. These overlapping prophecies serve as psychological triggers, weaponized by elites to manipulate masses. When prophecy becomes policy, war becomes sacred. The IRGC is no mere army. It controls much of Iran's economy, intelligence, and foreign operations. But is it truly outside the global elite's grasp? Despite their anti-Western rhetoric, the IRGC's actions often sustain the very enemies they condemn. Every escalation boosts oil prices, military contracts, and Western unity. Some theorists claim the IRGC and global elites engage in mutual theater, where the illusion of opposition justifies greater control for both. Freemasonry has long been suspected of global influence. From political revolutions to the founding of powerful states, Masons appear at pivotal historical moments. While the organization claims to be a fraternal group promoting moral development, conspiracy theorists allege it acts as a gateway to deeper networks, such as the Illuminati. What's more, reports of shared symbols, hand gestures, and secret meetings among world leaders spark questions. Do Masonic lodges form a hidden government? Could Israeli and Iranian leaders both serve a higher agenda cloaked in Masonic loyalty? The Illuminati, officially founded in 1776, sought to challenge monarchies and religions. But many believe it never disbanded. Instead, it infiltrated governments, banks, and think tanks. Under different names, Bilderberg, Trilateral Commission, World Economic Forum, its influence continues. It operates not through soldiers but through ideas, using crises to shape society. Could this hidden hand be engineering war not for conquest, but for transformation? Ancient civilizations believed blood had power. Human sacrifice was practiced to feed gods, ensure harvests, and empower kings. Today, war may be the modern version of these rituals. Soldiers die not only for strategy, but to feed the energy of fear, suffering, and control. Conspiracy theorists propose that wars serve as mass sacrifices, energizing a spiritual war most never see, fueling occult systems hungry for chaos. History is full of examples where intelligence agencies engineered coups, assassinations, and psychological operations. From Operation Ajax in Iran to Mossad's assassinations, these agencies shape reality. Could they now serve as instruments of the global elite? Rather than protect nations, do they manufacture threats to maintain a global balance of fear? Their true allegiance may not be to presidents, but to those who never run for office. Why do modern militaries use ancient symbols? The Eye of Horus, pentagrams, phoenixes, and serpents appear on uniforms, emblems, and buildings. Occultists believe symbols carry energy and intention. Their use in military contexts suggests a deeper layer of spiritual warfare. Are these symbols mere aesthetics, or are they part of rituals that link modern war to ancient rites? War is profitable. Each missile launched earns someone money. Defense contractors, reconstruction firms, and oil companies all profit from prolonged conflict. Major shareholders of arms manufacturers often sit on the boards of media and banking institutions. The same elite circles benefit from war across borders. The longer the conflict, the richer they become. This psychological tactic involves creating a problem, provoking a reaction, then offering a pre-planned solution. The population, desperate for safety, accepts anything. Could the Iran-Israel tension be a designed problem? The war a reaction? And the solution? More surveillance, new treaties, global governance, already written before the first shot? All Abrahamic religions contain apocalyptic prophecies. But what if these are being weaponized? By provoking wars in holy lands, elites may be engineering events that manipulate believers into accepting global conflict as divine destiny. Prophecy then becomes not a warning, but a playbook, with the masses acting as actors and victims in someone else's drama. Mainstream media rarely questions core narratives. Instead, it packages war in digestible stories of good versus evil. But these narratives are written by editors who answer to advertisers, governments, and billionaires. Control the narrative, and you control perception. Control perception, and you control the world. When war becomes content, truth becomes irrelevant. As wars rage, soldiers are reduced to statistics. Civilians become collateral damage. This dehumanization is not accidental. Some believe it's part of a long-term agenda to blur the line between man and machine. The less we empathize, the more programmable we become. In the age of drones and AI warfare, the human soul is the true battlefield. So, who really pulls the strings? Iran and Israel may be genuine enemies, or pawns. The Illuminati may be myth, or puppet masters. What matters is not proving every theory, but asking, who profits? Who controls perception? Who shapes the outcome? To understand modern war, we must stop thinking in flags and start thinking in symbols. Stop seeing nations, and start seeing networks. Because sometimes, the true war isn't between countries. It's between your mind and the truth.